This is the 8th grade math benchmark 2. Please be sure to put your name on your test. Here are the directions. Read each question carefully. For a multiple choice question, determine the best answer to the question from the 4 answer choices provided. For a griddable question, determine the best answer to the question. Then fill in the answer on your answer document sheet. Let's begin. Question 1. Which Venn diagram correctly describes the relationship between set R and set W? R equals set of real numbers. W equals a set of whole numbers. Venn diagram A, Venn diagram B, Venn diagram C, or Venn diagram D on the next page. Question 2. The areas of 3 circles are shown. Circle X, circle Y, circle Z. If you need anything red, please raise your hand. Which list shows the circles in order from greatest area to least area? F, circle Z, circle Y, circle X. G, circle Y, circle Z, circle X. H, circle X, circle Z, circle Y. J, circle X, circle Y, circle Z. Question 3. Triangle DEF and triangle GHI are similar right triangles. There are your triangles. Based on this information, which statement is true? A. The relationship between the slope of the hypotenuse of triangle DEF and the slope of the hypotenuse of triangle GHI cannot be determined. B. The slope of the hypotenuse of triangle DEF is greater than the slope of the hypotenuse of triangle GHI. C. The slope of the hypotenuse of triangle DEF is less than the slope of the hypotenuse of triangle GHI. D. The slope of the hypotenuse of triangle DEF is equal to the slope of the hypotenuse of triangle GHI. Question 4. Judy can decorate 3 cakes in 5 hours. Which graph has a slope that best represents the number of cakes per hour Judy can decorate? Graph F, Graph G, Graph H, Graph J. Question 5. The graph of a linear function is shown on the coordinate grid. What is the y-intercept of the graph of the linear function? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Question 6. Which representation does not show y as a function of x? Table F, Graph G, points on NH, or J. Question 7. Which equation can be used to describe the relationship between x and y shown in the graph below? A. Y equals 3x plus 2. B. Y equals negative 3x minus 6. C. Y equals 3x minus 6. D. Y equals negative 3x plus 2. Question 8. Renting video games from Store S costs $2.50 per game plus a monthly fee of $5. Renting video games from Store T costs $5 per game with no monthly fee. The monthly cost to rent video games depends on the number of video games, V, represented. Which inequality represents the situation when the monthly cost at Store S is less than the monthly cost at Store T? F. 2.5V plus 5 less than 5V. Option G. 2.5V plus 5 greater than 5V. H. 7.5V less than 5V. J. 7.5V greater than 5V. Question 9. Which situation can be represented by this equation? 340 plus 5x equals 650 minus 8x. A. Sierra has a bucket that originally contained 340 fluid ounces of water and is being filled at a rate of 5 fluid ounces per minute. Brian has a bucket that originally contained 650 fluid ounces of water and is being drained at a rate of 8 fluid ounces per minute. What is x? The number of minutes that need to pass in order for the two buckets to contain the same amount of water. B. Sierra started with savings of $340 and spent $8 of her savings every week. Brian started with savings of $650 and adds $5 to his savings every week. What is x? The number of weeks that need to pass in order for Sierra and Brian to have the same amount of savings. C. Sierra started with 340 cans of food for a food drive. She collects 5 more cans every day. Brian started with 650 cans of food for the food drive. He collects 8 more cans every day. What is x? The number of days that need to pass in order for Sierra and Brian to have the same number of cans of food. D. Sierra earns 345 points on each level of a video game. Brian earns 642 points on each level of the same video game. What is x? The number of levels that Sierra and Brian would have to play in order for them to have an equal number of points. Question 10. What value of x makes this equation true? 0.6x minus 5 equals 0.1x plus 7. F. 4. G. 14, H. 24, J. 6. Question 11. The two lines graphed on the coordinate grid each represent an equation. Which ordered pair represents a solution to both equations? A. -4, 0. B, -2, 1. C, 0, -4. D, 0, -2. Question 12. Figure 1 and Figure 2 are similar pentagons. If you need help reading anything on the figures, please raise your hand. Which proportion must be true? F, y over x equals 4.2 over 3.15. G, 6 over x equals 5.25 over 7. H, y over 6 equals 7 over 5.25. J, x over 4 equals 3 over 6. Question 13. Quadrilateral ABCD was dilated with the origin as the center of dilation to create quadrilateral A', B', C', D'. Which rule best represents the dilation that was applied to quadrilateral ABCD to create quadrilateral A', B', C', D'? A, xy to 0.4x and 0.4y. B, xy to x plus 3 y divided by 1.5. C, xy to 2.5x, 2.5y. D, xy to x minus 1.5, y divided by 3. Question 14. Sadie used a container shaped like a cylinder to catch rainwater. The dimensions of the container are shown below. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the container in cubic centimeters? F, 1,527 centimeters cubed. G, 4,072 centimeters cubed. H, 1,018 centimeters cubed. J, 3,054 centimeters cubed. Question 15. Mr. Suarez wants to paint his storage shed. He needs to calculate the lateral surface area of the shed so that he will know how much paint to buy. The shed is in the shape of a rectangular prism with the dimensions shown below. Including the doors, what is the lateral surface area of the storage shed in square feet? A, 784 feet squared. B, 266 feet squared. C, 532 feet squared. D, 336 feet squared. Question 16. Which measurements could not represent the side lengths of a right triangle? F, 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 10 centimeter. G, 12 centimeter, 35 centimeter, 37 centimeter. H, 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 10 centimeter. J, 10 centimeter, 24 centimeter, 26 centimeter. Question 17. The coordinates of the vertices of the triangle shown are P, 2, 13, Q, 7, 1, and R, 2, 1. What is the length of segment PQ in units? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Question 18. In each diagram, line P is parallel to line F, and line T intersects lines P and F. Based on these diagrams, which statement is true? F. The value of x should be 75 because the angles shown in the diagrams are congruent. G. The value of x should be 105 because the measures of the angles shown in the diagrams add up to 180 degrees. H. The value of x should be 140 because the measures of the angles shown in the diagrams should add up to 360 degrees, and 360 minus parenthesis 110 plus 110 close parentheses equals 140. J. The value of x should be 70 because the measures of the angles shown in the diagram are both 70 degrees. Question 19. Quadrilateral PRST is transformed according to the rule x, y to x plus 9, y plus 4 to create quadrilateral P prime R prime S prime T prime. Which statement is true? A. The side lengths of quadrilateral P prime R prime S prime T prime are twice the corresponding side lengths of quadrilateral PRST. B. The angle measures of quadrilateral P prime R prime S prime T prime are equal to the corresponding angle measures of quadrilateral PRST. C. The side lengths of quadrilateral P prime R prime S prime T prime are 9 units longer than the corresponding side lengths of quadrilateral PRST. D. The angle measurements of quadrilateral P prime R prime S prime T prime are greater than the corresponding angle measures of quadrilateral PRST. Question 20. A transformation is applied to a figure to create a new figure. Which transformation does not preserve congruency? F. A reflection across the x-axis. G. A translation 7 units down. H. A dilation by a scale factor of 5. J. A rotation of 90 degrees clockwise. Question 21. A figure is graphed on a coordinate grid as shown. The figure is rotated 180 degrees clockwise with the origin as the center of rotation to create a new figure. Which rule describes this transformation? A. XY to negative x, negative y. B. XY to x, negative y. C. XY to negative y, negative x. D. XY to negative x, y. Question 22. Which scatter plot suggests a linear relationship between x and y? Scatter plot F, scatter plot G, scatter plot H, scatter plot J. Question 23. Ms. Collins made a scatter plot to show the relationship between the number of absences a student in her class has and the student's final exam score. If you need the chart read to you, please raise your hand. Based on this scatter plot, approximately what score should a student with 6 absences expect to receive in the final exam? A. 65, B. 92, C. 67, D. 76. Question 24. The table shows the number of contacts 6 people each have stored in their cell phone. If you need the table read, please raise your hand. What is the mean absolute deviation for this set of data? F. 71, G. 24, H. 4, J. 13. Question 25. Holly is taking out a loan in the amount of $10,000. Her choices for the loan are a 4-year loan at 4% simple interest and a 6-year loan at 5% simple interest. What is the difference in the amount of interest Holly would have to pay for each of these 2 loans? A. $1,600, B. $3,000, C. $4,600, D. $1,400. Question 26. Olivia will deposit $1,530 in an account that earns 6% simple interest every year. Her sister Melinda will deposit $1,500 in an account that earns 8% interest compounded annually. The deposits will be made on the same day, and no additional money will be deposited or withdrawn from the accounts. Which statement about the balances of Olivia's account and Melinda's account at the end of 3 years is true? F. Olivia's account will have about $5.40 more than Melinda's account. G. Olivia's account will have about $84.17 more than Melinda's account. H. Melinda's account will have about $5.40 more than Olivia's account. J. Melinda's account will have about $84.17 more than Olivia's account. Question 27. Tuition for 1 year at a state university is about $13,000. Devon would like to attend this university and will save money each month for the next 4 years. His parents will give him $5,200 for his first year of tuition. Which plan shows the minimum amount of money Devon must save to have enough money to pay for his first year of tuition? A. Save $108.33 per month for the next 4 years. B. Save $162.50 per month for the next 4 years. C. Save $650 per month for the next 4 years. D. Save $270.80 per month for the next 4 years. Question 28. Juanita made a scatter plot of a set of data comparing the height and age of 20 children in her neighborhood. Juanita found a positive trend in the data. Which statement best describes the data? F. As the age of the children decreased, their height increased. G. As the age of the children increased, their height increased. H. As the age of the children increased, their height remained constant. Question 29. The table below give the financial terms for 2 accounts. Please raise your hand to have the table read to you. How much more interest will a consumer owe if the interest on this loan is compounded quarterly? A. $23.60. B. $2.36. C. $203.36. D. $26.30. Question 30. The Padre Island Visitors Bureau collected data comparing the average daily temperature on the island and the number of visitors on the beach. If you need the graph read to you, please raise your hand. Use a trend line to approximate the number of visitors that could be expected at the beach if the temperature is 102 degrees Fahrenheit. F. 1,800 visitors. G. 1,500 visitors. H. 1,000 visitors. J. 800 visitors. What is the area of the largest square in the diagram? A. 5 units squared. B. 9 units squared. C. 16 units squared. D. 25 units squared. Question 32. A cube is dilated by a scale factor of 3/4 to create a new cube. The surface area of the new cube is 3/2 the surface area of the original cube. G. 27/64 the surface area of the original cube. H. 9/16 the surface area of the original cube. J. 9/4 the surface area of the original cube. Question 33. The triangle EFG is shown on the grid below. If triangle EFG is reflected across the y-axis to form triangle E'F'G', which ordered pair represents the coordinates of F'? A. 3, -1. B. 3, 1. C. -3, -1. D. 1, -3. Question 34. To get from home to work, Felix can either take a back path through the rectangular park or ride his bike along 2 sides of the park. If you need the math read, please raise your hand. How much further would Felix travel by riding along 2 sides of the park than he would by taking the path through the park? F. 1.7 miles. G. 0.6 miles. H. 2.5 miles. J. 0.1 miles. Question 35. A side view of a desk telephone is shown below. Which of the following is closest to the value of x? A. 2 centimeters. B. 10 centimeters. C. 20 centimeters. D. 6 centimeters. Question 36. What is the total surface area of this cylinder? F. 2,463.02 millimeters squared. G. 705.62 millimeters squared. H. 3,168.64 millimeters squared. J. 2,529.58 millimeters squared. Look at the triangular prism below. Which of these is closest to the total surface area of this prism? A. 133.5 millimeters squared. B. 61.5 millimeters squared. C. 672.26 millimeters squared. D. 610.76 millimeters squared. Question 38. A paper cone filled with roasted peanuts will be sold at the carnival. Which expression can be used to find the volume of the cone? F. 1/3 pi 12 squared times 10. G. 1/3 pi 6 squared times 5. H. 1/3 pi 10 squared times 12. J. 1/3 pi 5 squared times 12. Question 39. Giant hamster balls are a popular inflatable rental for children's events. The human-sized sphere has a diameter of 1.5 meters. What is the approximate volume of this giant inflatable sphere? A. 42.39 cubic meters. B. 14.13 cubic meters. C. 1.76625 cubic meters. D. 9.42 cubic meters. Question 40. Which algebraic representation explains the effect of the scale factor on the pre-image? F. xy to 3x 3y. G. xy to 1/3 x 1/3 y. H. xy to 3 plus x 3 plus y. J. xy to x minus 1/3 y minus 1/3. Question 41. In 2013, the four most populous countries in the world were Indonesia, 237,000,000, the United States at 3.17 times 10 to the 8th power, China 1.361 times 10 to the 9th power, and India at 1,236,000,000. Write these countries in order of population from least to greatest. A. India, United States, Indonesia, China. B. India, Indonesia, China, United States. C. Indonesia, United States, India, China. D. China, India, United States, Indonesia. Question 42. The number of drops of bleach, B, needed in a bottle of cleaner varies directly with the number of ounces of water, W, in the bottle. If Miss Tank adds 3.5 drops of bleach to 28 ounces of water, which equation represents this direct variation? F. B equals 0.125 W. G, W equals 0.125B. H, B equals 0.8W. J, W equals 0.8B. Question 43. Ms. Smith asked her students to work with a partner and be prepared to share 2 examples of proportional relationships. Jonathan and Denver came up with the following 2 examples. Example 1. Jonathan, J, eats twice as much as Denver, D. Example 2. Denver, D, runs 2.5 times as fast as Jonathan, J. Which statement best describes Jonathan's and Denver's work? A. Jonathan and Denver gave 2 good examples of proportional relationships, since example 1 can be written as J equals 2D and example 2 can be written as D equals 2.5J. B. Jonathan and Denver gave 2 good examples of proportional relationships, since both examples have a variable that is consistently greater than the other variable. C. Jonathan and Denver did not give 2 good examples, since example 2 can be written as D equals 2J plus 0.5. D. Jonathan and Denver did not give 2 good examples, since both examples will go through the point 0, 0 when graphed on a coordinate grid. Question 44. A software company employs 450 workers. It plans to increase its workforce by 8 employees per month until it has doubled in size. Which equation can be used to determine M, the number of months it will take for the company's workforce to double in size? F, 8M plus 450M equals 900. G, 2M plus 450 equals 900. H, 2 open parenthesis 8M plus 450 close parenthesis equals 900. J, 8M plus 450 equals 900. Question 45. You can buy used ice skates from an online website for $40, or you can rent some at the ice rink for $2 an hour. Either option still requires you to rent safety equipment for $1.50 per hour. How many hours must you ice skate for the cost of renting or buying to be the same? A, 20 hours. B, 15 hours. C, 40 hours. D, 35 hours. Question 46. The model shown below represents the equation 6 plus 8x equals 6x plus 10. What is the solution to this equation? F, x equals 8. G, x equals 2. H, x equals 16. J, x equals 4. Question 47. The table below models a linear relationship. Which equation models the same relationship? A, y equals 0.5x plus 1. B, y equals 2x minus 3.5. C, y equals 0.5x minus 1. D, y equals 2x plus 1. Question 48. The graph models the value of a machine over a 10-year period. If you need help reading the graph, please raise your hand. Which equation best represents the relationship between x, the age of the machine in years, and y, the value of the machine in dollars over this 10-year period? F. Y equals negative 0.002x plus 2,500. G. Y equals negative 500x plus 8,000. H. Y equals 500x plus 8,000. J. Y equals 0.002x plus 2,500. Question 49. Which of the following sets of ordered pairs does not represent a function? A. Negative 2, 4, 0, 5, 7, 1, 1, 7. B. 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7. C. 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2. D. 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, 3. Question 50. Mario wants to purchase a toy from the coin-operated machine at his dentist's office. 2 small toys are dispensed for each token inserted in the machine. What is an accurate representation of this functional relationship? F, G, H, J. Question 51. What are the slope and y-intercept of the line in the given graph? A. Slope equals 2, y-intercept equals 2. B. Slope equals 1/2, y-intercept equals 2. C. Slope equals 2, y-intercept equals negative 4. D. Slope equals 1/2, y-intercept equals negative 4. Question 52. Miss Gunderson pays a teenager from her neighborhood to care for her lawn and garden. She pays a service charge in addition to an hourly fee. According to the table below, what is the amount of the service charge? F. $30. G. $60. H. $125. J. $155. Question 53. At the local supermarket, oranges are on sale for $4.50 per 2-pound bag. Which graph has a slope that best represents the unit rate? Graph A, Graph B, Graph C, Graph D. Question 54. The table below shows the distance Mr. Kirsch traveled during his vacation to the beach. If you need that read to you, please raise your hand. Use the data to determine which graph has a slope that best represents the unit rate. F, G, H, J. Question 55. Carlos has a square tablecloth with a total area of 48 square feet. Which measurement is closest to the length of each side of the tablecloth? A, 9.8 feet. B, 5 feet. C, 12 feet. D, 6.9 feet. Question 56. Several students work part-time at Wing Dinger's restaurant. Each day, every employee signs in and out on a computer that will generate the total hours worked and earnings. On Wednesday, the owner printed out an alphabetical list of all employees along with their hours and earnings for that week. The table that is the printout for the week of March 6th through 12th. The printer was running low on ink, so some values are missing. You need any of this read to you? Raise your hand. Using the given information, which statement below is valid? F. The employees listed in correct order from least to greatest by hours worked are Anderson A., Cortez, El Haloui, Bates, Sawyer, Anderson R., Pruitt, DeLeon. G. The employees listed in correct order from longest time worked to shortest time worked are Cortez, Anderson A., El Haloui, Bates, Pruitt, Sawyer, Anderson R., and DeLeon. H. The 4 workers earning the greatest wages this week from maximum to minimum would be DeLeon, Anderson R., Sawyer, and Pruitt. J. The employees listed in correct order from the fewest to most hours worked are Anderson A., El Haloui, Cortez, Bates, Anderson R., Pruitt, DeLeon, and Sawyer. You have reached the end of the 8th grade benchmark. Please feel free to rewind and replay any of this test again. Be sure you've transferred all your answers to your answer document.